My name is Ache, and I'm usually the host of Maybe You Can Relate. But for this episode, I'm handing over the mic to a new host. You'll be hearing new stories and perspectives, gaining fresh insights, and maybe even learning something along the way. Don't worry, I'm still here and I will continue sharing episodes about my own journey, but now with the added voices and experiences of others. And if you want to host your own episode, check out the caption for more info. I hope you enjoy this episode, and who knows, maybe you can relate.
Okay, ready? I got this. Hi, and welcome to Maybe You Can Relate with Asha, but not with Asha. But this is her little sister, referred to as little sister in all of the past episodes. And I'm here with some of my high school friends, and today we're going to be talking about our separate university experiences because all of us go to different universities except for me and other York. Yeah, except for me and other York. So maybe you can relate.
Hi, I go to McGill.
Hi, I'm Other York.
I'm Waterloo.
I go to Queens.
I go to Western.
I go to McMaster.
And I'm little sister, but I go to York. So, does anyone want to start?
I don't know.
Personally, my first day was calm.
Personally, my first day, was pretty calm. I went, I figured out all my classes beforehand, and then I just had a syllabus day on my first day of school, so it wasn't anything.
See, I didn't do that, so I was late to my first tutorial by like a good 10 minutes. So on my schedule, there's 2 buildings with the same kind of couple letters, and I would just put my letters into Google Maps and follow that. And apparently one of them just didn't show up because they're referred to differently, and it was a whole thing. So I was a little 10 minutes late to my first tutorial. That was the first I've ever been late, and I haven't been late since.
Wow. Good job, little sister.
Thank you so much.
Now if I know I'm gonna be late, I just don't show up.
So that's fair. That's me too.
Yeah.
You miss like 5 classes the other day?
Last week I only went to one of my classes, and I have an average of 3 a day for 5 days. So the only reason why I did go to that one class.
Wait, you only went to one class in the whole week?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because it was my class called the Social History of Pop Music. It started at 6:30 p.m. and it was Elvis week. So
That's why you went.
that's why I went, of course, because I wanted to learn about Elvis.
That's fair. The king.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone have like a hard time finding their way through campus? Because for the longest time, I would take the long way, and I didn't know there was a shortcut.
Yeah.
And
Now I want to know
Because we only have
there's a shortcut that connects me to all my buildings. I have an hour between each class because I'm smart.
Each of my classes has like 10 minutes in between them. And like Mac isn't big, but it isn't small. And there's like certain transition times. Like you can't walk between like the 20s and the 30s of each hour. Because like you just get like ocean.
That's true, yeah.
Like it's terrible. So
My classes are all right across the street from my residence. So
Oh,
it's like a 2-minute walk to all of them, but one. So
All my classes are
luxury.
literally on the opposite side of my residence, because my residence is off campus to begin with, but like everything's on the opposite side. And I have some classes in St. Jerome's College, which is like a college within Waterloo, and it's like I go so far to get to that class, and it's like
That's not it.
I think McGill has an underground that connects some like buildings, but I haven't figured it out yet.
yeah,
We have an
that
underground,
too,
too.
but I don't know. I haven't figured
it's
it out.
so sketchy. I was walking through with my headphones in once, and I had to stop and take my headphones out and like peek around the corners of it.
That makes me so scared because the only school that I know that has an underground is Humber, and it's because it used to be a mental hospital.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for telling me.
I know Carleton has one. It's like a full network.
I said that I know of.
Okay, well, I'm just saying
Sorry.
that I know of also Carleton, which is why I almost wanted to go there, because then I could go from my dorm to the food place to my classes without ever actually having to go outside.
That is a very unhealthy lifestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's
Considering
like a
the
little-
one I'm
like a little
living right
groundhog.
now.
That is very unsustainable.
Does
Like
anyone
in the
like
winter.
have a hard time adjusting to classes? Me personally, I feel like I had a hard time not hating my classes. Like I was like so prepared to be like, I'm gonna hate this. Like I know it's like gonna be like high school. Like it's gonna be a room full of people, blah blah blah. And honestly, like all my classes are pretty chill. They're all small, which is good for me personally because I just work better in smaller classes. They're super intimate. Like, even my biggest class, like, I sit right in front of the professor, and I just, like, and there's, like, max, like, 15 people who show up at a time, because people just be leaving and coming whenever they want.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
it was, like, a refresher. I was like, oh, my God, I don't hate it here.
I think my biggest class has, like, I think it's 48 people.
Really?
Your biggest class is 48?
That's your biggest class.
Mine's
my
like
biggest
close
class.
to 500.
I was gonna say, mine's like 500.
Next year, I am taking Econ 101, which is, like, a 500-person class. I'm kind of scared for that, but, like, for now, like, all my classes are really small. And I love it, because even if you sit in the back, like, the teachers still know you. And it's, like, I just prefer, like, having that, like, I don't know, like, bond with the professor. Like,
Okay, wait, what's everyone's biggest class? Because I thought that was a big normal number. Mine's 250, but it's on Zoom.
Your
it's
biggest
like,
class?
Yeah, but it's all on Zoom.
Zoom is not real.
Yeah, so at mine's 250.
Mine's 250 in person.
Yeah, same. Mine's close to 500.
I was gonna say mine's close to 500 in person.
Because
And those
everyone
are
and
3
their
of my
mother
5.
takes Psychology 101.
Yes,
It's-
everyone is in Psych 1X 1X03.
I know, it's bad.
Insane. Psych.
Also, wait, what's everyone studying? I feel like we did not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so me, little sister, I do environmental and urban studies undeclared, which is like the broad spectrum of the program, and then next year I pick my major, which is going to be sustainability.
I learned about that in chemistry.
At McGill, I'm a U0, which means like it's kind of like prep year, but like first year, whatever. Anyway, so I'm technically undeclared, but on my I'm gonna study economics.
Hi, I'm Other York, and at York I attend their business school, Schulich. So I'm there, and honestly, like it's been pretty good just because all of my classes are within like the Seymour Schulich building, so there's no leaving. Like I do not have to step outside.
Yeah, no, it's the same for me on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or when I have all my Days Hotel classes, which is the business school at McGill in Cape Town. I literally do not leave the building. I do not leave
It's so,
Bronfman.
like blissful, especially if it's raining. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, I forgot.
Can I say, as someone who doesn't have their own like special program like Schulich or Goodall or whatever, I'm a big hater. They all get their special little like Schulich sweatpants and and like their own special building. I'm a big hater on it. That's
Yes,
the
because you ain't
person. I hate it because I'm not classist.
Whoa!
I've been throwing classes around a lot lately.
No, at Queens, if you see someone in a Smith hoodie, whether it be Smith Engineering or Smith
hate?
Business, I want to clock them.
You think you're better?
That could have been me.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
too
wasn't.
rude.
Because
I
if
hate
it
to
was,
group
you would be
kids.
rooming together, and I wouldn't
So
be
you all
alone and
just hate
depressed.
me.
So
Yes.
Me and Other York. You hate me
Yes.
in Other York.
Yes.
I have to say though, if you're in an elective, they tell us actually, well, like it's a known, not to tell your elective teacher or your classmates that you go to like a business program or like a separate program, because you will get hate, like you will get side eye.
I'm not alone.
Because it's in like such like a small.
And especially because Osgood is right next to my building, and I'll just pass by and ugh, it irks me. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
Sorry. Whenever someone reaches for a fry, it's a crinkle right by the microphone, and you're just gonna sorry, that's sneaking fries.
Sounds like my sister's editing issue, not mine.
Okay, so Waterloo, I'm studying global business and digital arts. For my program, my classes are in the main campus and in Stratford, so I kind of have to like go between the two. Stratford is, I want to say, 45 minutes away from main campus. The school offers us a bus. It's $200 a year.
Damn.
But it's better than public transport.
Sorry, Miguel's just on the floor right now.
I was twisting to like
Miguel's on the floor.
Miguel's down.
It's like those shot glasses.
oh my gosh, yeah, there's a McGill shot glass in the McGill like bookstore. And basically it's like essentially instead of one shot, it fits like it's a double shot glass. And then there's like a measurement system, and I think at the bottom is what's the other one? No, at the bottom is Concordia.
Yeah.
And then U of T, and then Laval, and then obviously McGill on top.
I'd like to clarify that for those who are not from Ontario or Canada at all, McGill is in Montreal, which is part of Ontario where the drinking age is way
actually
less. Or sorry, you're right. It's part of Quebec. Well, it's on the border. Well, it's on the border of Ontario and Quebec, where the drinking age is way down by. It's only a year.
Yeah.
Way down by 12 months.
It's way down by 12 months. So there's like a little
not stereotype, what's the word?
Stereotype.
There's like a little stereotype with the McGill kids.
That
that is that
Western's
just
the party
lives.
school.
Yeah, that is true. There
sells
are
shot glasses
Western
too
is
in
the
their
party
bookstore.
school.
We're not legal.
Well, so
She
does
asked, what do you
Waterloo.
want for your birthday? And I said, I don't know. She said, do you want a McGill shot glass?
It was the funniest thing I could think of. I didn't get it.
That was just to clarify what this shot glass conversation is on about.
Okay, my turn. Hey, I go to Girlies. I am studying classics in the general arts sci program, and every single person I talk to about it, first of all, I have not met a single other first year in classics, and I am taking classics courses. They're all upper years. And every single person I say, like, hey, I take classics, they go, oh, what's that? What do you mean? Like, what's... And I have... Books. What? It's books. Kind of.
Latin books.
It's you're studying like foundations that modern society is built on. So like Greek civilization this semester I'm taking, and the next semester I'm taking Roman civilization. I'm doing Latin full year course because you need a classical language, which would be either like ancient Greek or Hebrew or Latin. And because I don't really want to learn an entire fucking new alphabet, I'm gonna do my Latin. Actually, Latin's really hard, guys. There's no like connector words.
Oh.
It's just words with like endings on them, and you have to figure out what the ending is. And once you that's pig Latin.
Oh my god.
That's not real.
I was like, isn't that Latin?
It's ixnay. Does that mean like stop, like nothing?
Like, I don't know Pig Latin.
Me neither. I also don't know pig Latin.
I know Pig Latin.
I know Pig Latin.
Really? Isn't that
No, I can't say that.
what?
Eek-say?
It's
Is that what
an
you said?
identifier.
Ixnay?
It's like
I think it's another
Round
sick.
bray.
Hmm?
Round bray. That's
Brown.
brown.
Right, because
Anyway.
Or
Say
yeah.
it.
You take like the second syllable, or
You take the
The
first
first
syllable,
syllable.
and move it back,
yeah.
and then add a. So
Oh,
eek-snay
sunshine.
is almost sick, but you have an N in there for some reason.
That's
Okay.
what people say on
Moving on.
shows when they like want something to stop. Anyways, yeah, so that's what I take. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my degree at all. I think I might get my PhD and then just be a professor teaching classics. Because actually, I could go into many things. You could do like literature, art, architecture, film, other stuff. So we're just having some fun.
So at Western, I'm studying music and business. All of my music courses are in Talbot College and the Music Building, which are the same building, and it's right across the street from my residence, so I can get up 5 minutes before class. Though I don't, though I'm responsible, I could if I wanted to.
Yeah, says the girl who had her parents give her a bedtime when she's back home for reading week.
Oh, I miss
Did you actually?
I begged them. I'm like, can you put me to sleep, please? Can you like tell me to go to sleep?
That's so real.
Because I don't think I'll do that otherwise. My business classes are across campus, kind of, so it's a walk. It's my cardio. The Ivy classes are closer to the center of campus, and it's up a hill, and I normally have to speed walk there. But yeah, I also am not sure what I want to do with my degree yet. Queens.
Do you guys know that Western met somebody who knows my dad?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I did know that.
My voice coach came up to me in the hall before we had had sessions together and before she properly knew me, and she said my last name, and then she asked if I had any relation to, and then said my dad's full name, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my father. And then she started talking about how he's this musician, and though my dad he's not not what he's known for. And then she mentioned how he was a tenor, and I realized that they were talking about Queen's dad, who has the exact same name as mine.
Yeah, so that was really funny because Western texted me and went, hey, do you know, and then the professor's name, and then I went to my dad and I went, hey, do you know this person? And he just goes, yeah, really well, actually. We were great friends. We sang together, and I was like, oh, small world. Small world. But yeah, that's another thing though. When you go to university, they say you're going to get away from so many people. I cannot leave my dorm. Only like 5 people from our school, our high school, came to Queens, but I cannot leave my dorm without running into at least 2 to 3 people I know.
Really?
It's crazy.
Everyone from our high school lives in the same building as me.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
All of them.
I don't
Three people
I have a school of what, 5,000 first years, and God knows how
More
many.
than 5,000.
In mine, there's 5,000.
5,000,
first years,
really?
Yeah. And 2,700 in my program.
which great, amazing, thank you. But yeah, out of 5,000 first years, how the flippity flop do I know everybody?
That's crazy.
That's crazy because like there's about 5 people from our high school that went to Waterloo. I never see that. The only person I see is my roommate, cause we're roommates.
Yeah, no.
From our high school.
I
Really?
went to a lot of people from our high school at Western.
Yeah, I think
Everyone went to
Queens and
Western.
Okay, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like in my residence and like around my residence, which is a pretty like isolated space, I run into a lot of people.
Maybe it's because I don't live on campus, but I haven't even seen other York. I've only seen one person, and the other person I saw through a window.
I feel like it's the business students though. Like the business students are so isolated that I only see other business students. You know what I mean? Like I don't like it's almost like the business school at Miguel is like almost like high school. Everyone knows everyone.
I can't find music students.
But I don't know anyone else
That's
at Miguel.
embarrassing.
Like it's crazy.
Anyway,
It's me. I go to McMaster, and I'm technically in life science, but the way life science works is like the first year you do it pretty general, and then you specialize second year, and I want to specialize in autism and behavioral science, so it's like a dual degree. So I'll get a diploma from Mohawk College, like behavioral science, and then I'll get a degree in applied sciences from Mac, which will be fun. And like,
cool.
but my program, like for behavioral science, like human behavior, you only need Psych XO3 and Psych XX3 as prerequisites. So I had 8 electives.
that's insane.
What did the
So-
X
Huh?
represent?
I have no idea.
What?
So-
You're the only one with that X.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
like,
you just
really?
named
What
the
is
alphabet,
that?
like it's like Greek. I'm so confused.
It's not
Eight
Latin, I can tell you
electives?
that.
I got 8, yeah.
In
So-
all 4 years?
No, like this year.
I have 2 electives, and that's the most I'm gonna get in a year.
Like I go
Never
down
any
I go down
electives
to
this
one
year.
My
elective
entire
next year.
degree is elective.
Like I go down to one elective next year, but this year the only because like if you're doing a proper like life science degree, you only have like 2 electives. But because I'm doing like a weird human behavior degree, that's technically only like 2 or 3 years. They don't make me take anything first year.
Right, okay.
So, and they're like, we'll get all of your electives out of the way in first year, and then you'll never get an elective again.
No, but
Like,
but spread it out. You
That's
know,
a lot
make
of
life
school.
worth living a little bit.
But the thing
Yeah.
about my program is like it's so specialized that like if you want to do that and you get into it, all of the courses would just be what you were taking for electives anyway. Like it's like introduction to ASD, introduction to ABA, like all of like psych, stats, like just all the things that
Yeah.
you need for that. So like it's good. Yeah, P&B is really scary to get into.
Sorry, I just had a question for Western specifically. Just because we briefly brought it up, the whole party school things. Like there are some specific schools that are party schools, like Western. I feel like kind of
Queens.
Guelph, Queens. Is Laurier party school?
Yes.
Laurier.
Yeah, Laurier. Like those are like
Mac is a
Confirmed.
suitcase school. I'm not kidding.
Guys, the parties are at Waterloo.
That's what I'm saying. Because the thing is that like all universities have a certain amount of party culture, but then we have these specific party schools. I remember specifically people were asking me like, is York doing Hoko? I'm like, Hoko's like mostly strictly for party schools. I feel like
You guys are doing
We don't
Hoka.
got.
York has Hoka. No, wait, no, that's Brock.
like how you gonna tell me I got Hoko? Anyway,
Sorry, girl.
I have
Yeah.
Hoko, but it's Laurier's Hoko.
Right?
And then it's like Laurier and Waterloo, but it's
so
Laurier.
like my thing is
we
like,
had Mac Hoka.
do you think? I know I guess you wouldn't know because you've only gone to Western. But like, do you think there's a difference like when you talk to other people about the Western culture?
I didn't think there was at first until I heard from all of my other friends how bored they were at school and until I saw how good our football team was. Their football team made me realize.
Demolished Mac 62 to 25
I know.
at our
I
Hoka.
know. I know. I'm
Waterloo
sorry.
got 0.
The
Like,
school-
that shit was embarrassing.
I know, and Carleton was awful too. Whenever someone versus our football game, they always lose. And the first time we won, I kind of just thought like, oh, these guys suck. And then the second time, I thought these guys suck too. And then the third time, I was like, maybe we're just like really good. But homecoming was a really big thing at Western, and I didn't know that wasn't that until all my friends told me how bored they were, and until my parents told me that that there were a ton of news articles about how it's time for Western Hoko.
Yeah.
And how like a lot of places in Ontario come to Western
Oh, yeah.
for that football game.
Half my floor went to Western.
Yeah.
For Western
everyone
Hoko
went.
at Queens.
Almost
a
all
ton of
like
people from high school. Like
All the
I saw
dance
so many
girls.
people from high school come to visit.
Yeah.
I ran in the 2 dance girls who went to Mac. They live 2 doors down from me, and I run into them in the kitchen all the time. Just so you know.
thanks.
I have a question. For those who are away, how does like the food plan work? How is that? Like, is it
I'm starving.
You know, I'm actually so grateful because I'm on. I have a suite style dorm, so that means I have my own kitchen. Right? So it's not food plan is not mandatory. I'm not paying for that. So I actually have not suffered with meal plan. And me and my roommates actually became chefs. Like we made pizza, we make lasagna, we make pasta, we make like anything. So like I've been eating so good at university.
pasta like I was saying.
That was terrible. No, wait, that was pasta was good. I made the pasta. The pasta was good. It was. There's something else.
Yeah, no, my meal plan, it's so whack because the dining hall, I hate it so much. So you get 19 dining hall meals a week. So like typically, you know, you eat at the dining hall, but then you get 1 TAM a day, and TAM stands for trade a meal.
Is it true you can't leave with food?
Yeah, no, you can't leave the dining hall
You
with
can't leave the dining hall.
You can't leave the dining. Okay,
That's horrible.
I have multiple.
Okay, there's so many ways of stealing.
Yeah, because I hear people
I
sneak
steal
food
food
out.
Yeah, you can definitely sneak food out, but however, I am quite the stickler for the rules, so I haven't actually tried doing that. But I did know someone who would bring like a water bottle in and steal the milk and put it in their mini fridge and just have milk in their dorm.
That's smart.
I totally.
They don't have any freaking lactose-free milk.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, I just want to look at the recording device.
Lactose intolerant.
I'm very passionate about this. This giant, brand new, renovated, fancy, swanky, freaking dining hall. People get food poisoning from the burgers. Their lettuce bar. No, that's literally what it is. It's a salad bar with lettuce and like an array of sauces that literally taste musty. I had pasta for the first time there a couple days ago. Pasta? Crusty, nasty, awful.
How do you mess up pasta?
I don't know.
I didn't mess it up. It was good.
But it was good.
It all stuck together, but it was good.
How do you mess up pasta, Mac?
You leave it all in the pot and don't put butter on
Yeah,
it, and
she
it all
literally-
clips.
Anyway,
Yeah, but the only other option for food at Queens is to use your trade a meal. You get 6 a week, so 1 a day minus a weekend, which is crazy. Where you can use it, so if I use a Tam at Pita Pit, I can get Pita Pit, or I use a Tam at Pizza Pizza, I can get Pizza Pizza. Or there's these 2 other locations that have like fried foods, but it gets to a point where you're just so sick and tired of the fried foods and
Yes.
the soggy salad, which how like in what world, and the burgers that you're nibbling on because you're scared it's gonna come back out, you know, because a lot of food poisoning at Queens.
I also kind of had a question. Sorry.
I was just gonna say like at Waterloo like for our meal plan we have like the ones in the dorms, but then you can anything on campus you can use your meal plan to buy.
That's
so
us
like
too.
Tim Hortons and stuff like that. But like the most like even then like the foods are very like healthy. Like the the most unhealthy thing we have is Tim Hortons and Subways. Like that's like the worst.
That's the worst of it.
I have had a donut for breakfast 3 straight weeks in a row.
The same week you didn't go to any of your classes?
No, actually, that was when I was being productive and actually ate breakfast.
Like, that is healthier than what's served in our dining hall.
I can't talk about the dining halls. There's like 400 of them. Each res has a different dining hall.
I hate you
So,
much.
but like I'm in UWP, so that's outside. That's off campus, and we have like this newer building with a dining hall, and the dining hall is the best dining hall in Waterloo, but it's also the most expensive. You pay by pound, and it's not cheap.
The same.
It's not cheap. I don't spend there, but I know my roommates have gone there and they don't like it.
Do you have a discount though? Because at Western,
No.
it weighs your food
Oh,
and tells
yeah,
you it's like $20,
Yeah.
and then you only pay like $7.
Yeah, there's like some sort of discount. I don't know what it is, but I think when you pay with your meal plan, it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's like 50% or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I had a question.
Yeah.
I just saw you staring at me. Okay, yeah, there's also a question for people who are away. So I was really talking about this the other day with one of my friends who actually went to our high school. and we were talking about how like I can't relate, but I can only relate for people who came out of Toronto to come to York, where it's like, okay, this is kind of a two-parter. The first part is, do you guys think more people live on res or more people like come? Like, I feel like for those party schools, I feel like more people probably are from away.
Yeah.
And then like I don't
Most
know,
are
like
residents.
McGill, like
At McGill, they took, because of the tuition increase, they took a lot more students from Montreal this year, but still a majority of the students live on res.
because I was literally just thinking about it because I feel like at York, majority are like Torontonians.
Yeah.
And then, but you can tell when someone's not, because they'll come up to you and they'll be like, so what is there to do here? Like, there's so much to do here. I'm like, there's so much to do here? Here? And it's just like, to me, I guess it's like, not imposter syndrome, but like, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, so encapsulated with the Toronto life.
Yeah.
I hear people be like, you guys like ice skating? Like, I've never been, like, I've never even like
How
seen
do you
people
use
ice
transit?
skate.
No one knows how to use
Right?
transit.
And it's just like, I feel like it's such an eye opener. And like, okay, like, I've traveled before. I've like talked to people who obviously don't know the Toronto life, and you know, it's like. But to me, it was different because people from other countries. There's people who are still from Canada, like not even Canada, just like Ontario in general or Quebec, and being like, Quebec, and being like, so you guys have like. Oh my god, there's a story she told me. She was like, oh my god, let's go to this fancy movie theater. This is a friend I talked to yesterday. She's like, I was going out with my friend and she's like, let's go to this fancy movie theater. Let's go to this fancy movie theater. Like, it's so fancy, blah, blah. Like, you're gonna love it. Oh my god, we can get VIP tickets. Like, it's so fancy. It was a Cineplex. No. It was legitimately just a Cineplex. And like, to me, like, I know there's people in Toronto who don't know there's other movie theaters besides Cineplex.
Yeah.
Like, there's like...
other options. They're tearing down the Cineplex up there, just so everyone knows.
On Queensway?
Yes!
What?
Let it rot!
What?
Let it burn.
Because they're building the condos.
For me personally, let it burn.
What is that Cineplex to do?
Guys, that's literally
don't
all
think I
I
want
do.
that.
Whenever I want to hang out with my friends, I go, come see a movie with me.
I know, I literally said, can we do something else? Can we explore Toronto?
I'm sorry, I'm not a movies person. I'm not paying all that money to sit in a Cineplex.
I
I am.
honestly,
I freaking love the movies.
I love
Anytime,
movies.
call me.
I don't like the price, but I would splurge for VIP.
Yeah.
I want to go to VIP.
I
So
want to go
honestly,
down when they spray water in your face.
Now that we know that it's turning down, I feel like we're gonna go to that VIP.
We
don't have copyright.
19 plus though in Ontario?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
For
is.
Yeah, it
VIP,
is.
yeah.
Humph!
That was amazing.
Come to Quebec. Come to Quebec.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
we'll go to Quebec.
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 You get it, you gotta go. We got
I'm
it.
gonna watch Le Comte de Monte Cristo.
Okay.
No.
Monte Cristo.
Oh,
That's
please
not
let
a
me
good
know
one.
about that.
With my French friend from France.
Wait, did you already see that movie?
Yeah, we watched it in class.
Yeah.
The name is
Wait,
like,
what was
it's like
your question?
Yeah, sorry, my question.
citronella, no.
We'll discuss later.
Yeah, I was telling my mom about this yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's chamomile. And she was like, that's not her name, and I was like, I think it is.
No, it's not.
I was close, though.
Okay. What was your question again?
Basically, my question was, do you guys like, I feel like you guys probably face it more than McGill and York, but like, do you guys like ever get like eye openers, being like, oh my gosh, like what's wrong?
Yes.
Like the other day I had someone who literally was from, what's after Brampton?
Oakville? No.
Scarborough, thank you. I was gonna say Saskatchewan. The other day I had a class and we had a group assignment with someone from Scarborough. And he's like, let's just farm there. Like, there's nothing. I'm like, oh, yeah, I have to go back to Saga. He's like, oh, that sucks. That sounds horrible. I was like, you're gonna Scarborough. But, like, it's just, like, such a disconnect. And we're literally just, like, barely a city away.
Yeah.
No, but we're in the same city. Like,
Yeah.
Scarborough's in
Yeah, I
Toronto.
Okay, but it's
Scarborough
It's
is, no,
GTA.
Scarborough is GTA, but
It's like how like Tobago is in Toronto.
No, Etobicoke is in Toronto, then
No, but
Scarborough.
it's like in Toronto, but it's also its own thing.
Yeah.
But Mississauga's in the GTA, but it's also more its own thing than Etobicoke
Yeah,
is.
that's Mississauga is its own thing. For Mississauga, it's Malton. Malton is the Tobago of Mississauga.
Okay.
I feel like
See what I mean? Even you, just out of Etobicoke, you don't even know.
I didn't know that. I live in.
I was gonna
and
say, I
I
don't
live in
remember
deep.
Eye openers.
Like,
Yeah, no, it is.
okay.
In 1992.
And-
Does anyone
Etobicoke
have an
Township.
answer to my question?
Yeah, I can.
go.
Thank you so much.
Actually, one thing I find that like whenever I say I'm from Toronto, people are like, oh wow, like there's like so much there, and I don't see that, but that's because I lived here my whole life, so. I don't know, but one thing I will say is, like, because I'm in Waterloo, like, there's literally nothing there. The transit system, you think it's bad here? Wait over there. Like, there's literally, we had to walk to Walmart, like a 30-minute walk to Walmart because there was no bus that could take us there.
My bus was an hour and a half late to get home. I was waiting outside in the dark and the
my
cold, in a crowd of
I had
strangers.
an international student tell me they got lost in Walmart and loved it at the same time. Like, it was like a new world experience for them. I was like, I'll go
Wait
with
till
you
they
next
go to
time.
Costco.
No, she was like, I don't know what to buy. Like, you guys have like frozen foods and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
what have you been doing?
Where is she from?
India.
Oh.
So it's very different.
Because we have the same thing. Like, I'm friends with a girl from Ottawa, which is like, because like Mac is a suitcase school. So everyone there is from like Hamilton, Oakville, Burlington. Like everyone's from, so everyone goes home on the weekends. But like I have a friend who came in from Ottawa and we were going to take the bus together. And there are like, I don't know, like 5 bus stops on campus, like in this little chunk that we're in. And every time she saw a bus stop, she went, is this our stop? And every time I had to explain to her why we can't just get on the bus that comes to that stop. Every single time. For like so
How is
many
it
bus
in
stops.
Ottawa?
I have no idea. But we got to the stop and she was like, can we take that bus? I was like, no, that's a 10. We need the 5. And she was like, hey, but why can't we take the 10? And I'm like, because the 10 doesn't bring us to the place we need to go. Like, it just
I
kind
think
of
that's
piles
just
on.
a her thing and not an Ottawa thing.
But I was with some girls who were from like Aurelia.
Oh, and it's
And
same
they
thing.
the same thing. They were like, we don't know. Like, they don't know where buses. I was with girls from, like, where are they from? Oakville. And they have no idea how the buses work.
Girl, I can't see that. Yes! McGill just showed us something.
Wait. Does it have your...
I got
Does
into
it
a
have-
club, and it's like a really prestigious club, and they just put my face up on their website.
Why does it have...
What a queen.
You look so good in that picture too. It's such
Is that your LinkedIn profile?
Thank you. Yeah, it is.
I need to get my LinkedIn profile.
McGill is such a stan.
McGill has
A stan? There's a star.
Star.
That's
Star.
so cute.
Star.
Why does
Stop.
it have
Stop.
the one at the bottom?
My former employment. So that people look at that website and they go, I want to hire her over all of the other people.
What are other
Gotcha.
people's former employments? Let me see.
Nothing.
No
one
one
is
is
employed.
Losers. Kidding. Everyone works
Because
at their
who
own
wants
pace.
to put
also
McDonald's?
losers.
Respectfully, it is a very
The city
respectable
of
job.
Toronto.
However,
He has something.
Money is money.
She has
The city
something.
of Toronto.
He has something.
Get a lawyer from McDonald's.
He has something.
Guys, if this was me, I'd just put hair salon.
Yeah, we know.
Thanks.
Oh, you're so cute.
You look so cute.
Okay, you literally have like perfect hair.
Ah.
Yeah, like.
Did you bring your
does.
scissors?
Yes, I did actually.
Whose hair are you cutting?
Who asked?
Little sisters.
No, but like,
Little
like I didn't
sisters.
know if you were actually gonna cut her hair,
Yeah, I need to get
or if
my
you were
hair
just
done.
gonna like set up in the.
There can't be
the-
privilege
the
before my mom listens to
atrium.
this podcast.
Oh, I didn't bring it with me now, but I brought
No,
it.
let me know. Let me know when I need to
Oh, I
show
thought you
up.
meant you brought it right now.
Yeah, me
You-
too.
Does anyone else have any university conversations or questions?
I will say that I have never experienced so much anxiety as I did
Yeah.
the first week and the first day of being there. The second my mom left, I was like crying, holding onto her leg metaphorically. Like, please don't leave me here. Like, I knew of some people on my floor, but I wasn't comfortable with anyone, and it was just so awkward, and I was so anxious. And I'm usually not an anxious person when it comes to meeting new people. Like, I'm very extroverted, but something about the first week of university just made me climb into like a hole and just be in my shell and refuse to come out of it. And like the first night I cried so hard, and I was talking to so many other people, and the first night they cried too, because you're all expected to be in this experience, but no one wants to talk about the actual, like, not even homesickness, but like scariness of being in a new environment where you literally have to fend for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that you can build up to. You're just kind of thrown in the deep end and expected to swim. And so many people act like they're fine. Like, I acted like I was fine in front of people I was meeting, but in reality, I was talking to some people later, and we were all in the same boat. So if anyone's listening to this going into university, it's scary, but
You're
I
gonna
promise
cry
it's scary
the
for
whole
everybody.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, it's not just scary for
Yeah.
you.
I mean, especially at McGill though, because like everyone, the drinking age is 18. Everyone either from Ontario or from the States is just like, oh, alcohol. So it's like extra hard to meet people because they're all just like
drunk.
completely drunk
Getting
all
turned.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Lasted.
Especially during frosh week, because McGill has like one of the biggest froshes. Like our like the management frosh was 5 days, and I think most people's was like
Froshchella.
not. Yeah. Like I don't know. It was just it was really strange. If you didn't drink, you didn't really fit in, and even if you drank, if those people are in your classes, you don't talk to them because you met them in a different context. It's just it was so strange.
Yeah. I was really scared for orientation because I didn't know anyone in Faculty of Arts because both of my roommates are in science, and I kind of just like had to like find people and fend for myself, and I was like really scared especially because I couldn't find anyone in my program because it's a very small program. My year has like 200 people, so like I don't know, times that by like 4, and that's how much the people are in my program. It's a very small program, so it's like I couldn't find anyone at first, but then at orientation, like people were like, I guess they were very extroverted, so I was able to like make friends during orientation, which led me to make more friends. I'm not friends with the first people I met orientation.
Never.
They were just there. We said hi. We see each other sometimes and we say hi, but that's that. But like for the other people, like I've made like really close bonds, especially in people in my program, because we have like the 40-minute bus ride to Stratford, and then we're stuck in Stratford like just doing nothing because we get there at 9 and my class doesn't start till 1. So I'm just like, we're all just having our silly little time in downtown Stratford until we have to come back. So I met a lot of people like through that, so that was really nice.
Because like my issue with meeting people was kind of same as you, with like it was super scary, but also because like my res situation is weird in the way that like I live alone, like I don't have a roommate, and I have an ensuite, so like it's like I have my own bathroom and my own room, and everyone else on my floor is either a single or a double with an ensuite, and all of the doubles knew each other coming in, and all of this like, and everyone else has their own bathroom, so there's no way to meet each other, and like no one used the kitchen the first 2 weeks. So like for the people who like live on a floor in a house, like are your floors friends? Because like I get really mixed like because some people are like, my floor is my best friend ever, like my best friends ever, and like we're all super close, and then my floor, I'm friends with one girl.
I live in like a really weird housing situation. Like mine is like I share a house, but we all have a single room. We share a kitchen, a bathroom, and like
How many people do you live with, Miguel?
I live with 11 other people.
By choice.
But I pay, my rent is
We
$500
know.
more than everyone else that
Okay,
we
okay,
know.
we get it.
Okay? So
But those 11 people.
like I don't know.
Couple of which
it's strange.
are.
Like we're not all best friends. What we like to say is we can tolerate people in our house like each in separate, like in different quantities. Some people found like a really close good friend. For me, I'm just kind of tolerating everyone because there's no point in getting close to people and then causing tension. And, like I don't. It's just we have some interesting characters.
Does everyone like plan on moving out of their res in their second year?
Yes.
Guys, dorm life is not for me. It's actually so bad.
I thought you wanted to be an RA.
No, not anymore, because I realized that living in a dorm and off a meal plan for the rest of my university
give
career
such
will
RA
actually make me.
You would be
Thank
such
you.
a
I feel like I would. I think third year I might apply for donning or RAing.
RAing.
I keep seeing your hoodie thinking it's your university, and I'm about to say it's our high school hoodie.
Oh my god!
It's the high school hoodie, and I'm about to read it
No,
out.
guys, it's just because I only had to like a small little carry-on when I came home for reading week, so I couldn't bring a lot of my clothes. So my closet at home is empty, and I had to go to like the slim pickings that I never usually wear.
It's so weird to live out of a suitcase now.
I know.
Like, I wouldn't know.
Oh, I wouldn't know either.
Shut up, little sister. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was gonna be a don purely because they get free residence and free meal plan, which is great. And also, camp counseling, literally the same thing, except
And you also get paid.
yeah, you do get paid, and you get a budget that you can spend on like making socials and like throwing these little parties and stuff for people on your floor. And yeah, of course I would love to do that. But after a month in residence, where I literally hold my pee for hours because I'm too scared to go to the communal washrooms. Sorry. Because I'm too scared to go to the communal washrooms and run into anyone. I shower at 1 a.m. because our shower room is like 4 faucets sticking out of a wall with weird curtains around them that don't even close all the way. Yeah. So I shower so late at night because like you could see through them.
Ew.
And just like being in that environment is just not. Dorm life is not for me, guys. It might be for you. If I had my own bathroom attached to my room, maybe it would be for me. But unfortunately, I hate it. So I'm going to get a house next year, hopefully, or an apartment or something relatively cheap and close to campus. And then I'm just not going to look back unless I run out of money and have to be a don.
I mean, like, I would love to live on campus, especially because I'm basically in a mini apartment anyways. And, like, I don't know, like, it's not that bad, and it's nice to be, like, close. And it's really hard to find, like, anything in the area because there's Waterloo and Laurier students all trying to find housing in the area. The prices are, like, really high, but my roommate's mom is a real estate agent.
Oh, my God.
So it's like, hey, we're rooming next year, like, no matter what, right? So, like, I'm not that worried next year. I'm like leeching off of them and their success. Obviously, I don't know. It's like, but we were planning on rooming anyways, so it's like, no matter what we do, like I think I'll be fine. But I'm not gonna live in a stinky little one room where we have to share bathrooms. Like that's not happening. That's like fair. If I'm gonna dorm somewhere, it's gonna be in another suite style, probably like a bigger one. So we have 2 bathrooms instead of 1.
Hey, I do have a mirror in my room.
Okay.
So do I. I do too.
Sometimes when my window's really clean, I have a mirror.
I'm trying to think of plus sides.
Okay.
It's okay. It's
my
big.
red sucks. I hate everything, but I do have a mirror.
I bought a mirror.
Good to end it here? Does anyone want to add anything?
I'm trying.
Queens is amazing.
Western
really
is
good.
great. Western's perfect.
I feel like we can all maybe give a little advice to people who are maybe applying to uni or
oh my god,
people who like not even coming out of high school but just like want to go back to school. Some advice. Who wants to start?
Don't be scared.
Okay, York.
Sorry, Christina.
You're good. Honestly, just do it. I know, like, easier said than done, but even, like, in my program, I have, like, mature students or students who are not exactly our age, and I remember meeting them for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, like, they're so-and-so and so-and-so, like, many years older than us, but at the same time, are they really? Like, we're all in this together, and no matter your age,
you don't have rights.
Just gonna have to cut that out. But really, we are in this together, and we're all in this program. And at the end of the day, when I look at it, and when we're all, let's say, like, stuck on this stupid microeconomics like concept, what I appreciate is that, like, we all come together and we all kind of figure it out together. Like, we don't go home until it's done, and we, like, camp outside of the lecture halls till it's finished. But I don't know, I look at it like a plus side, and you know, everyone's family once you're there. So
yeah, I mean, bouncing off of that, like, high school, obviously, like, there's, I don't know, most people finish high school when they're 18, but in university, like, the important thing about finishing university is just finishing it. It doesn't matter when you do it. If it takes you 3 years or 6 years, like, as long as you get that degree, that's what's most important. Like, I met someone who's 21 years old and in their first year at McGill, and, like,
yeah,
it happens.
And, like, also, like, I don't know,
okay,
my bad.
Wait, I lost my thought.
I was just gonna say that, like, no matter what, you make it through, you push through, you find people when you're applying to, like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just gotta keep going a little.
That's true. And it's also just, like, what you do with your years in university. Like, it's not always about the degree, but, like, if you don't use
Like the experience.
like there's so much going on if like you go out a little like I'm sorry.
Go party. Go to the
Networking is like a big thing. Like, meet as many people as you can, interact with as many people as you can. Networking is something big that will come back when you're looking for a job. Like, you know someone working at so and so, well, like they can help you or like whatever.
Even just
Sorry,
like,
just Miguel's dying.
Yeah,
to
I'm
say a
gonna
point.
interject. In every single one of my business classes, every single one, the second I stepped into that class, the first thing they said, network.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing that is more important than your network. Anyway, that's all I
even
say.
like just for fun.
Yeah.
Like I know that my first week was rough, and then once I started like joining clubs and going out and doing things, like if you just sit in your room and like if you sit in your room and do chemistry, I'm assuming you're not doing chemistry all day.
No.
If you sit in your room and stare at your chem for 24 straight hours every single day of university, you're probably going to be miserable. If you like it's not all about the school. Like as much as it is about going to school, it's also about like living a life and like finding clubs you like, finding teams you like. Like I joined the dance team and like a couple other things. And like a couple other.
I couldn't join the dance team because I missed the audition date. But that's a different story.
So sorry.
It's okay.
That's just,
I feel like I would eat up the dance team. Okay, Rosie. With context, I can't dance.
yeah, but like join things that you like.
I would also say, like, for students that are currently in grade 12 applying for university, this is probably, a lot of people are going to have mixed feelings about this, but appreciate high school because it's going to be a lot, like, really, really different. You may hate high school, but it's... Little sister is
gonna
cut snarling
You know
right
what?
now.
I can agree to a certain extent. Like, as much as my high school experience was very different from all of you guys, where it's like I literally get nauseous coming back to even the area. Like, not even, like I get physically nauseous. I can still look back and appreciate like the people I met, the things I did. Like, not humble brag, but I put my name on the map at our high school.
You 100%
I did a bunch of stuff, especially
we
in
all
my
did,
last
actually.
year.
How many awards
Yeah.
did you get?
That's not the point. The point is, like, I can probably say I made a difference, even though I didn't have the best experience. What I did in the school, I can be proud of.
Yeah.
So I can
for
agree to a
sure.
certain extent.
But
I don't know.
also,
Sorry.
You had your turn.
like,
So
like,
did
even-
Western.
Waterloo dyslexia.
I was midpoint. What do you mean?
Remember.
Last thing, I promise. But like, even if you hated high school, it's kind of more so appreciate the year you're currently in before you leave. Like, hug your parents. You're gonna miss them later.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, appreciate living rent free and having someone make your like good food for you.
Appreciate people buying
buying
your
everything for
groceries.
If you have that privilege.
Appreciate having a bathroom.
Your own bathroom.
Yeah.
Or like a bathroom with people you trust. Like, it's gonna be different next year. So even if you think that grade 12 is like the worst year ever and you can't wait to leave, you're gonna regret thinking that later. So that would be my advice.
Out of my brain. Because I'm one of the last people to talk. A lot of you have already mentioned some of the things that I was thinking of. So if you do go to Queens, my one piece of advice that's really, really important is look at if your res building has Wi-Fi or not. Because I got there and I had to buy my own router with my own network and set up my own Wi-Fi. So when you're picking residences, please take that into account. See if they say it says it's recommended to
That's
bring
like
a modem.
genuine good advice.
Yeah, it says if it's recommended to bring a modem. So I thought, oh, like whatever. I'll just go to the library if the internet's being bad. And then I get there and I'm like, hey, Don, how's the Wi-Fi situation like? Like, where can I get the password? He goes, oh, you have to like buy your own modem and have your own network. I went, what? So just like allocate anywhere from 30 to 60, depending on how fancy you want your Wi-Fi network to be. $30 to $60 for your own Wi-Fi network. Because I didn't have Wi-Fi for the first half a week I was there.
That's like,
so
didn't you have homework?
sounds a little bitter yes, about it.
She left her room on a
Salty.
FaceTime call with me, walked down the hall, and the call disconnected.
Because I don't get Wi-Fi in the communal bathroom.
I can't do
Which is
that.
frustrating.
I need my Wi-Fi in the bathroom.
Me too. So I just
Yes,
I just
so you were-
download things.
And for someone who is in their last year of high school, take it day by day. Don't overstress and don't overthink it, because I know it feels like right now you have dozens of different post-secondary packages coming your way, and you're like, and the supplementaries are like there, and you're like freaking out. But literally, like, put everything down and enjoy each and every single last second, because it's gonna be worth it. And in the end, you're gonna get to where you want to be, even if that wasn't your first plan. You're gonna make it work. So, best of luck.
That's true.
As McMaster and I, Miguel, like to say, nothing is that deep.
Yeah. She put that in her paper.
As the last person to give my piece of advice.
Didn't you already?
No, because you interrupted me.
Okay, bitter.
My kind of piece of advice is, I feel like what everyone says, but there is no right way to do anything, and like that's something that I personally have struggled following. Especially like literally my first day of school, I called my mom and I was like, "There's too many adults here." Like I feel like everyone here is an adult, and first of all, to preference, I'm 4'10", and everyone towers over me already, so it's already hard for me to feel like a big girl. So I literally was walking around, I was like, "Mommy, like, I need someone to hold my hand." Like, I literally feel like a little baby. Like, it was hard. It was hard to adjust to, like, being around little, like, adults. Especially at York, because I feel like that's more of a, everyone comes at their own time kind of university, and, like, also Seneca's right there, which is a college, so it's super that, kind of vibe. So, and it's really just a reminder that there is really no right answer for anything. You don't have to get your degree at the right time. You can change your major. Everyone asked me what I want to do. I said I chose it because I like it. Like, even, I was thinking the other day, I was like, what if I want to do a double or something, or a minor? And I literally change my mind every single day.
Possibilities are endless.
The way I chose my major was I chose it through universities. I applied to 2 different universities, and I just ended up choosing York over the other one. And so, me personally, I just try things, like, be scared and let that fear fuel you, because there literally is no right way. Like, it's all gonna be new and different, and it's not gonna be the same for you than it is for Western or McGill or Waterloo or any of us. So yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Okay, that was maybe you can relate, and maybe you can relate.